Before I get this video started, I want to say one thing. I want to give y'all a story time about my job real quick. You feel me? So if y'all follow my TikTok, y'all would know I posted two or three videos about me being a forklift and how that going out for me, my nigga. I'm gonna put my TikTok right here. Today, I'm gonna say it on YouTube because I don't feel like posting it on TikTok. I'm just gonna say it on YouTube instead. I might still say it on TikTok. I don't know. But nigga, today I walk in and I got this. Y'all see my TikTok? I got this nasty ass supervisor named Gregory. I'm not using his real name. I'm not using the real name. Let me say Gregory, my nigga. It's they're the same thing. Y'all can guess if y'all want to. But Gregory, my nigga, that nigga, boy, oh my goodness. He's like one of them niggas. You just want to put your hands on sometimes. That nigga is disgusting. I promise you. I don't want anything for the bad nigga, but like he will try his hardest, go out his way to try to ruin your day. Like I'm so serious. He go out. I think it's a hobby for that nigga. I don't know why he does it. Well, he does it. You feel me? That nigga go out his way like multiple like that. If you what's name go to that job, you realize that you're probably 20 niggas that have been over there in the past month, not like a year. In the past month, 20 niggas has been on his side, like been working for him for the past month, and you only have, and let alone you only have 3 niggas down here. You only have 3 workers, and he went through 20. That right there should say enough, my nigga. I feel like, boy, you gotta have an iron heart to get past this nigga. Like, you would be doing the best work of your life, and he'll complain about some shit. I know. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I know your kids hate you. Hell no, nigga. Your kids gotta be annoyed at your ass, boy. You one of them parents that, nigga, they be in their room, they be like, fuck, dad's on. Like, damn, nigga, I know you are, bro. Like, nigga, I feel bad for them little motherfuckers. If you ever see this video, bro, whoop-de-doo, I'm sorry, but that's just what it is, my nigga. I come inside, the first thing he tell me is, I'm supposed to be on a forklift. He said, Davion, go down there and sweep. Nigga, why am I sweeping? I'm not fucking sweeping, nigga. Why am I sweeping? I'm supposed to be in the forklift. So I grabbed the broom, and I started sweeping this shit, my nigga. And then he come to me and talk about Davion, we need you to move these. I'm on a different department, different side of warehouse now. I'm not supposed to be over there, but since he charging me and stuff, I gotta do what he's saying. Shit. He said, Davion, go over there and organize these long baggage with on a skid. It's on a wooden skid. He said to lift them up and put them on a machine and weigh them. Get on a forklift and do it. Nigga, I got on a forklift, I tilt everything over, my nigga. And it's not the fact that I can't drive the forklift. It's the fact that I did not know you're not supposed to go all in that type of skid. It's weird. It's the type of skid where you're not supposed to go like drive all the way in, pull it up and pull it out. Like it's weird. So when I did that and I went all the way in, there was another package behind it, and when I lifted the first one up, it tilted the second one over. And now the niggas up front got to redo that whole thing. And now I'm looking like a dickhead because I did that shit. But it was really that nigga because like that's my first time over there and I did not know that shit. And you feel me? And he got on my ass. Like what? Then when I told everybody up there, they understand. They like, why would he push you over there? And it's your first time. You feel me? Like everybody understands. It's not. It was just me. Now the whole company be like, Davion, you feel me? What the fuck are you doing? It's your fault. I'm still blaming that nigga. What the fuck you thought I was gonna say that? I was gonna take accountability. I'm still blaming that nigga. Why the fuck he had me over there for? He just fired that nigga last week. I mean, but I swear it wasn't last week. Yesterday. I don't know why I said it was yesterday, my nigga. He fired a nigga yesterday. That nigga's gone. Like, what is wrong with this nigga? Like, they need to find a new supervisor. Nigga, let me be supervisor. I can take that nigga job. I promise I can. Nigga, they call me the adaptable genius in that warehouse. I can adapt to anything, nigga. I couldn't adapt to that package, but still, my nigga, let me be the supervisor, my nigga. I'm telling you, I can do great things for that nigga. For that company.
Lake resembling glass, and my older cousin Jack, whose wild ideas transformed even the most mundane chores into thrilling adventures. The tent was the best thing he bought that summer. One morning, Jack said, "Let's camp by the lake. We can fish and cook 'em over a fire. It'll be fun to sleep outside tonight." At the age of 11, I enthused...
Yeah, that fat ass watermelon, my nigga. Shit, nigga. I know watermelon ain't that big for real. What the fuck? Well, probably because it's animated. It probably is big. Okay, yeah, you're right. It's zoomed in and shit.
Enthusiastically accepted. Of course I said yes. We spent the entire day fishing, submerging our toes in the water, and laughed without any worries. Jack successfully caught 3 perches. I got 1 and a strange-looking boot. Our dads helped us put up the tent and build a fire. Jack and I carefully cooked the fish until it was crispy and a little burnt, just the way Jack liked it. When the sun went down behind the trees, the lake turned golden, and the shadows in the backyard got longer and thinner. I was taking in the beautiful view of the lake when I felt a strange tingle on the back of my neck. My eyes scanned through the woods around.
You got spidey senses?
For a moment, I thought someone was watching us, though I saw no one. I didn't say anything to Jack.
I'm not gonna lie, if I'm ever in the forest enough and I even get the feeling that I'm being watched, nigga, I'm going back. I'm dead as going back. I'm not finna sit. I'm not finna test my curiosity and sit there, you feel me, and watch for something to pop off, my nigga. I'm not one of them niggas, nigga. I'm taking my black ass back.
Because I knew he wouldn't believe me. Instead, he'll make fun of me for being a baby. But I kept looking at the trees behind the house until it got dark. The sound of the forest is one of a kind.
But Jack would have thought I was a baby then, because I would have came back, bro. There's something in the forest.
What, dude? What you mean?
There's something in the forest. Nigga would have been annoyed with my ass, because I'm spamming that shit, nigga. I'm telling you.
Coyotes started howling in the woods. Their howls echoed all over the lake, making the night more mysterious. After dinner, we crawled into the tent, zipped it up, and listened to their howls. It took Jack just a few minutes to fall asleep. I lay there, looking at the nylon ceiling, my stomach still buzzing with worry. After 15 minutes, when I just started to doze off, I heard a noise. The fire outside was still going on, casting a dying glow on the tent. The howls of the coyotes were now replaced with the sound of chirping crickets.
I just realized something. Like, don't y'all hate when y'all be at your, I feel like I said this before in another video, but don't y'all hate when y'all be at your cousin's house and you the first one that like they fall asleep before you? I be hating that shit. I cannot fall asleep unless I'm first one to fall asleep. If I can't fall asleep before them niggas, I'm wide awake the whole night now, and now I'm shitty.
The woods
be pissing me off.
Too silent all of a sudden. I shook off the feeling of dread, thinking it was some wild animal, when I noticed someone standing just outside the tent, with the moonlight shining off.
Nigga, I would have put my whole palm on Jack's chest, nigga. He's waking up. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that shit, nigga. If I see a shadow, nigga, we both gotta see this shit.
The lake, mixed with the soft, warm light from the fire, I could clearly see a man's shadow. I thought it was Dad at first. He might have come to see how we were doing. But whoever it was didn't say a single word, just stood there in complete silence. He was of average height with broad shoulders. My heart raced in my chest. I could hardly breathe. Then, very slowly, the figure crouched down. It bent its knees in strange ways, as if it didn't want to wake us up. Then, it pushed its face against the tent's mesh window. I stopped moving. It wasn't my father. I couldn't see the whole face, but what I could see me.
The fuck, nigga? What are you going to get? What is that? A Yeti? A predator? Bigfoot? What the fuck? What is that? What? There's no way that's human.
My stomach turned. The eyes were too wide and glowed in the dark, like a hungry wolf watching its prey. I could feel my palms getting sweaty and my throat dry. I wanted to yell.
That nigga
I wanted
smiling?
to get Jack up, but I had a feeling that I shouldn't let this man know I can see him too. Who knows? If I make a noise, things might get worse. So I did the only thing I could do. I closed my eyes and pretended to sleep. Inside, I was praying that this man leave without any trouble. I don't know how long I lay like that. It could have been minutes. It could have been hours. I just kept my eyes closed and listened to my heartbeat like a drum in my chest. And then suddenly, I heard footsteps fading away. I was awake all night. I didn't open my eyes until the first light of dawn came into the tent. Jack was still snoring next to me, not knowing what just happened. When we finally got up and unzipped the flap,
I would have got both of us killed. I would have got both of us killed. I'm sorry. I would have woke your ass up, nigga.
Outside was wet with dew and had footprints on it. The footprints were big and bare, and they circled the tent. I told Jack what I did last night, and he screamed for my uncle. When Uncle and Dad came, I told them about the guy. They looked in the backyard, along the tree line, and even by the lake. No one in the house had gone out during the night, and there were no signs that anyone else was close by. There were no tracks or shoes left behind, just prints. My dad said it was probably a bear. Uncle Ben said it might have been a drifter, but I still remember those eyes and the shadowy face pressed against the mesh window. Whoever or whatever was outside our tent that night didn't come searching for help. It definitely had some bad intentions.
That nigga probably just chilling, trying to see what niggas was doing.
I still don't want to talk about what happened at Camp Echo Pines. My parents say I made it up. The counselor claimed that it was merely a trick of the shadows, but I know what I saw. I was excited when my parents dropped me off at the summer camp. Kids were running everywhere. I was excited to make new friends. Our camp counselor assigned us to cabins. The girls' cabin was on the left side of the campsite, and the boys' on the right. I shared a room with 3 other children, and we enjoyed having fun throughout the day. After dinner, we went back to our cabins, as we had an early morning hike the next day. Even if I was tired, sleep didn't come easy because of the new surroundings. The bunk beds creaked every time I moved, and the cabin smelled like old wood and bug spray, but I slowly drifted off. It was probably past midnight when I woke up with the urge to pee. I regretted drinking too much lemonade. The outhouse wasn't that far, but the thought of going out into the dark by myself spooked me. I didn't want to wake anyone else up because they were all snoring. I took my flashlight, unzipped my sleeping bag, and stepped out of the cabin door. The trees were moving slowly with the gentle breeze. The sound of crickets and hooting owls made the atmosphere more eerie. I walked over the gravel path holding the flashlight. Its beams bounced in front of me. I was halfway to the outhouse when I heard a rustle in the woods. It sounded like someone stepping on dry leaves. I stopped and looked around, but no one was there. I quickly reached the outhouse, wanting to get done ASAP. Just before entering, I pointed my flashlight at the deep woods behind it, and I saw something.
Nigga, what the fuck? That nigga just came out the gate with no pants on, no shirt on, nigga, and his drawers. Balls are dropping.
Person standing between the trees looking at me. He had no clothes, only his underwear. His skin was pale, and his face was full of veins. He wasn't moving,
a skinwalker.
just stood there. His eyes were wide and focused on me, while his arms hung at his sides. I gulped in fear, because he wasn't standing very far, and the fence between us was severely damaged. Hello?
Nigga, why your little ass out there at nighttime anymore? You talking about some hello? Alright, what's wrong with you, nigga? It's gotta be because of the haircut. The haircut make niggas do dumb choices, and I think that's the reason why he doing this dumbass shit, nigga. Like, at the middle of night, and you were a kid, I would never go outside in the woods as a young ass shit. Like, come on now.
I yelled in a shaken voice. He blinked, but didn't say anything. The blank expression on his face made him look like a patient straight out of a mental institution. I called out again. Do you need help? He still didn't answer, but this time, he smiled. My body screamed at me to run, but I couldn't move. My legs felt like...
How the fuck does that work? How does a body tell you to do something, but you're still unable to do it? I never understood how that worked.
Cement, and my hands shook so much that I almost...
Now, if he would have said, I want to run, but my body won't let me, okay, then that probably means he's shivering up and can't do it. But if your body telling you to do it, how can you do it? Like, we gotta think about that sometimes.
Drop the flashlight.
Don't
Then,
drop that flashlight.
all of
It's up
a
for your
sudden,
ass. You getting speed
took a
bliss.
step. I jumped. Dry leaves crunched under his bare foot as he started coming towards me. He wasn't running, just weirdly walking in my direction. He was so thin that I could see his ribs through his skin. It looked like he hadn't eaten in weeks. He kept coming at me, and I just stood there, completely drowned in trauma and shock. When he was only inches away, I heard my counselor's voice echoing from the campsite. Who's there? His loud call brought me to reality. I turned around and ran down the gravel path, my flashlight making strange shadows on the trees around me. I was wheezing and crying, and my eyes started to hurt. I fell once and cut my hand on the gravel, but I got back up. I just wanted to get to the cabin, close the door, and never come out. My counselor saw me running like a lost kid. He stopped and asked why I was so late. I told him about the man in the woods. He immediately woke up the other camp volunteers, and they all searched the campground for possible intrusion. When they saw the broken fence, they became worried because it allowed not only people, but also wild animals to enter the campground. The team took me to the office for first aid. The search went on for almost an hour, but no sketchy dude in underwear was found in the area.
They gave no fucks. They gave no fucks you getting chased, my nigga. They was only care about themselves. Them niggas said... Them niggas said they don't believe you. Then he said at the beginning of the video they don't believe it's us. Yeah, they didn't care about you for real.
The next morning, the maintenance guys were called, and they repaired the fence. The counselor also informed the local cops just for safety purposes. We continued camping a week more, but I didn't go out of the cabin after dark. I deliberately drank less water so I wouldn't have to go pee. Slowly, everyone said I just hallucinated because no one else saw him apart from me.
Boy.
Do you also think it was my imagination?
Shit, nigga. Probably.
Hi, I am Tristan, and last month...
What is up with these haircuts, my nigga?
I attended...
Like, that is
summer
horrible.
camp. I never thought ghost stories were real, at least not before Camp Nightshade Grove. It was supposed to be just another summer with crafts, canoeing, campfires, and maybe a silly crush or two. But on the third day, I heard people talking about the Ash Cabin. One morning, while we were making clay crafts, one of the older girls pointed at the woods and said,
"There's an old cabin back there. In the 1950s, a fire hazard trapped a counselor inside the cabin. They say he screamed for help, but no one could get to him in time. They never found the body. Some nights, campers say they see a man walking through the woods, smelling like ashes. My brother said, if you hear crackling outside your tent, don't ever come out, because he's still looking for someone to take his place. Someone who'll burn like he did."
She laughed like it was all a joke.
Like, that shit was not been funny to my ears, nigga. Like, what the hell wrong with you? I would have smacked in the face. I would have got up and dipped. That would have been end of it, especially if I was hard. Like, boy, the paranoia would have hit my ass so quick.
However, her tone suggested that she had a more profound understanding of the situation. I couldn't stop thinking about it, so I told my best friends, Lucy and Brian, at lunch about visiting that cabin. Lucy said with a smile,
"Let's do it."
We had to hike for 15 minutes in the trees behind the archery range to find it. Ash...
I ain't gonna lie, I think the females in the story be just as dumb. I'm not gonna cap, because if I was a female, my nigga, I'm not going through no abandoned cabin unless there's two other niggas, you feel me? Because I gotta know I'm protected and this pussy's clean at all times. I can't be getting dirty and shit, trying to run away from a ghost, my nigga. That sound like pause. Ain't okay. I said about the female, so let's get that out there right now.
Cabin stood isolated, in disrepair and weathered.
That nigga's chin, right? That nigga frontal lobe is crazy. What the fuck? Okay, but I'm done.
By the sun. The roof was sagging, the windows were gone, and the door creaked when we walked in. Everything looked deserted, but the smell was the strangest thing. It smelled like someone had burned there yesterday, with charred wood and old smoke hanging in the air, sharp and heavy. We didn't stay for long. Brian said he thought someone was watching us. I acted like I wasn't scared, but I couldn't help but look at the shadows, waiting for someone, to come out until we reached the campsite. I thought that would be the end of it. But that night, something unimaginable happened. It was around 1 a.m. in the morning when I opened my eyes, smelling a lot of burnt wood. For a second, I thought our cabin was on fire. I sat up in bed, coughed, and looked around the room. The lights were out, everyone else was asleep, and there was no sign of fire, just the smell choking the air around, getting thicker each second. I got out of bed and walked over to the window to see if something outside was on fire. That's when I saw him. He was only a few inches away from...
What the fuck is that? That's not human. I don't give a fuck. That's not human. What the fuck is that? Bro, if you don't scream, you've been better than me, nigga. I probably had a heart attack right there and then.
The glass, a tall man, or what once was a man.
Two-Face.
Half of his face was slick and pink like wax, and the other half was blackened and crumbling. Smoke came out of his head like his hair was still burning, but the worst part was his bulging eyes, which seemed desperate to fall out of their sockets as they watched me with anger. Hatred came off of him like heat. I fell back from the window, screaming at the top of my lungs. All my friends woke up thinking I had a nightmare, but they found me crouched on the floor with my face staring at the window in horror. By the time everyone saw the window, the man had vanished. The smell of smoke lingered, which was enough to keep me awake the entire night. The next morning, I told Lucy and Brian about what I had seen, and I expected them to either laugh or roll their eyes, but they didn't. They just stopped talking.
Yeah, nigga, I'll relieve your ass too, nigga. She ain't funny no more. Nigga, let a nigga tell me something. He's seen someone at dark. That's all you gotta say. You seen somebody. You start explaining the futures, nigga. That's up.
I thought I smelled something too.
Lucy said in a low voice. We told the nurse at the camp everything. She said it was just first week jitters, or maybe a bad dream.
Bro, this always happen in horror movies. Like that niggas that they never believe the protagonist. It's always like that.
But I wasn't making it up. The face, the smoke, the rage. It was all imprinted in my memory forever. I begged my mom and dad to come get me. They thought I was overreacting, but they came 2 days later and took me home. I haven't been back to Camp Nightshade Grove since, nor do I ever want to. I looked it up online a few months ago. There indeed was a fire, for real. The year was 1953. David Cray is the counselor. During a storm, a lantern fell on him while he was helping to build the cabins. The fire spread quickly. They found him too late, trapped inside what would later be called Ash Cabin. No one ever put it back together. They just let it go to waste. But they should have taken it down. Certain things don't remain concealed, and some spirits would rather not be at peace. They want to get back at you.
Damn. Evil ass niggas. But hey, before with a video, that's finna be 2 videos in a day. Okay. First time I did this, okay. Hey, we up though. Y'all niggas thought I forgot? I did. But then I remembered. And here go Dizzy. What? Arrogant that nigga, but he's friendly. What? And here go Dizzy. Arrogant that nigga, but he's friendly. Hold on, it's Odin. Hold on, it's Odin. Hold on, it's Odin. Arrogant ass nigga, but he's friendly.